Sir, you need to keep your dick in your pants, please.
Pass! What's up, Dace Nation? Welcome to another edition of the Dace Man Show. I am your host, Chris, the Dace Man Dace, and joining me for a third week in a row, Cheever!
I am so glad I was able to spread my weeaboo love for dance music to this group this weekend.
I can't wait to talk about that. And Gibby!
No idea what that means, but alright!
So we went hiking in the woods this Saturday.
Oh, that sounds like a bad idea.
He still has a CD player in his car, which, that's a shocker to me.
Actually, my car has a CD player.
What year's yours?
2012.
2007.
Mine's 15. There's no CD player in it.
It's
just Bluetooth.
Yeah.
Or auxiliary cord. Anyway, he has like this Asian anime CD, 30 tracks, so they're efficient, because American music only has 12. And it jammed out all the way to the fucking Pine Barrens, and you didn't even know the song was changing.
That's right, man.
That smooth transition.
Euro dance beat. Gotta love it.
Smooth criminal.
Okay. Well, first things first, we're going to kick off with our usual weekly segment for him to go up. He's talking about Star Trek. What is going on in the world of Doomcock?
Doom! A lot, actually. Well, not a lot.
Star Wars related?
Yeah.
Well, the big thing that happened this past week while we were waiting for today's episode, the Mandalorian Season 2 trailer dropped.
That's right. Mandalorian is actually the issue.
Oh, with the whole Pedro Pascal thing? And did he leave mid-season?
So they basically kicked him off stage, apparently, and kicked him out because he wanted more FaceTime, and they didn't want to give it to him. So apparently he became a asshole and just kept taking his mask off.
This is the way.
This is the way, exactly. So they eventually kicked him off, and they're saying that that's the reason why in Season 2 he is not in all the episodes, because they were having issues with him, and then so I think he only did like half of them or something.
That sounds like a rumor that he's on another project
and
didn't have time.
No. According so I guess he went to Lucas, and then Lucas basically said, "Fuck you." So they went back to the drawing board. So what they actually agreed to, from what it sounds like, is they sort of mended ways. So
He's back?
Well, he's not. Well, sort of. So he's just gonna do the voice. They're gonna use somebody else to actually be the Mandalorian.
Well, so the Darth Vader approach.
It makes sense.
Exactly. So
Do they call him in? They have to take his helmet off again? Because he did take it off once in Season 1.
I don't know how they're gonna handle it. It wouldn't surprise me if they just made it so basically helmet never comes off from here on out. But yeah. So what it sounds like is, in order to appease him, I guess they're paying him the same, and he doesn't have to do anything other than speak some lines.
So what you're saying is the season 3 sex scene is going to be very obvious.
Yeah, they have to keep the helmet on.
My bad.
Hey! Which means you've missed all of my stuff.
Would not be the Dace Man Show without, we had a good run. We had a good run with no issues.
Exactly.
Or was that on purpose?
Dun, dun, dun.
I did say I was going to start with the show with, "Sir, you need to keep your dick in your pants."
Oh,
right.
That means we started with whatever his fucking response was.
That's right.
Anyway, but the Mandalorian Season 2 trailer dropped, which kind of picks up from where we left off last season, where the Mandalorian has to bring the child back to a group of sorcerers. We argued about this last week. I don't know why all of a sudden they don't know who the Jedi are.
That's right. We don't know
and why there's a group of them still.
Magic. Clearly, magic.
Clearly.
But, why is there still a group? Right now, at that point, 5 years after Return of the Jedi, the only one you know with a lightsaber is Luke.
That's right.
So...
but they also basically came out and confirmed that they're taking dibs from they quoted Game of Thrones. So it's going to be Game of Thrones-esque, where you're going to have a ton of side stories or whatever.
Well, makes sense because they technically signed on a guy who's going to be wearing Boba Fett's armor. They signed on the actor who played Jango Fett to play Boba Fett, and they signed on Rosario Dawson to play Ahsoka Tano. And then Katie Sackhoff reprising her Mandalorian, her character from Clone Wars.
Which they're going after. Because of shit she tweeted.
Woo! I mean, I would too. Just saying.
But yeah.
Fuck the Phillies. That seems like a good topic for a Jersey Bullies episode, sir.
That's right. You also had the Eagles. You suck as well.
I mean, There is no chance for a Super Bowl playoff this year.
There wasn't a chance for any championship.
They're gonna be probably.
No, the Flyers had a chance.
We still have
But they didn't
playoff
make it.
hopes. A lot of playoff hopes.
Sixers had a chance too.
We can have a losing record and still make it. Did you see our division? Our division sucks.
Not one of them's missing a team name.
Yeah, exactly. One of them don't even know what their name is. Yeah, it's. I think the best team is 1-1.
Oh, that sucks, man. Well, you're still being plugged at the end of this show.
It's all right. If you want me, I can talk about the Nationals for you on Jersey Bullies.
Yeah,
Right.
the worst team in the league right now is kicking our ass.
You're welcome, buddy. I mean, to be fair, I always say this, and it always gets blown over. I'm a fan of both the Phillies and the Phillies away home stadium. I mean, it's a sea of red no matter where you go.
I call them the sons of bitches that took Jason Worth.
That's right.
And in retaliation, we took Bryce Harper.
Bryce!
And neither one got a World Series with them on the team.
That's right.
So, yeah.
Remember, kids, money doesn't pay.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, I mean, Bryce is getting a nice paycheck to just be aggravated. He said, shut up. Back to Star Wars.
That's right.
That seems kind of sus to me.
Well, I mean, the big topic we're going to be talking about here tonight. Do you have any more Star Wars news? Because I really feel like this is going to eat up a good chunk of our show before I announce the topic.
10 minutes later. All right. Anything else to talk about tonight, guys?
You fucking do this to me. If you go like, you're right. I was so pissed.
Well, I was gonna say, didn't they have it wasn't the Emmys? It was the other thing where the Mandalorian won.
Emmys. You're right.
Was the Emmys?
Hey!
It was like cinematography, right?
Fucking boatload. I think they won like 7 or something.
All the visual. Oh, Schitt's Creek?
No, the Mandalorian. They won a ton of them. Like the sound one. I'm like, I don't even remember music being in it.
Oh, I remember it.
It's just like, it's just like, what the fuck's going on?
But kind of sticking with that Emmys topic, Schitt's Creek just sweeping the comedy
You
genre.
bitch about that for a while, yeah.
Yeah, because if you think about it, this show has been on the air for 6 years. It ended this year, and they went, oh, here, everybody gets an award.
You said that, and I went to Ash. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Dace posted this, but I've never heard of this show before.
It's a decent show. It's a multi-million-dollar family losing all their money, and as a joke, the dad bought his son a town called Schitt's Creek. He goes, oh, happy birthday, son. Looks like you're up Schitt's Creek. And that is the only thing they got to keep after the bank took everything back.
I like it.
So they had to go live in this hick town and try to rebuild their empire. And I thought it was funny that as Eugene Levy was accepting his award, he goes, for 40 years, I've been a comedian, and for the first role where I played the straight man, I won Best Actor in a Comedy Series. So I've been doing something wrong for 40 years. I just thought it was interesting. I think it's this year was a lot of makeup for the previous years, because season 6 was good, but they had better moments in earlier seasons, and they just kind of got overlooked. I didn't expect them to sweep, that's for sure.
Was there any nominations for Better Call Saul?
Yes.
Better Call Saul.
Did they win anything?
No.
Doubtful.
I think The Watchmen and Succession took most of the drama roles.
Fuck them.
And then Zendaya made history by being, Zendaya made history by being the youngest actress to win Best Supporting Actress at age 24.
Ooh, good for her.
Yeah.
Kudos all around.
Damn.
And then they almost contributed to the LA fires when they did a bit at the beginning of the show.
What bit did they do?
It's a part of the sterilization of the ballot that before Jimmy Kimmel handed it to Jennifer Aniston, he put it in a wastebasket and set it on fire, and this thing just went... And Jennifer Aniston looked like she panicked. It just kept... You hear a guy off stage like, put it out! Put it out! Because they know how susceptible to fire California is.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's great. I like it.
Yeah, so I mean, ultimately the Emmys, it was a weird experience, but not bad. I think they did well. I caught most of the beginning.
Is the Emmy the one with the little statue guy?
It's the one holding up like the globe.
Oh, the Globe one. Okay. And
Not
then,
to be confused with the Golden Globes.
yeah, there's too many of them
Yeah, they
nowadays.
jerk each other off a lot around this time of year.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I didn't think it was a bad show, considering they did social distancing. Some actors were on site in the Staples Center to come
Get
do
their
a
shit.
bit, and not even get their shit, just do a bit and then leave.
Damn.
They opened the show with Jason Bateman as the only person in the audience next to cardboard cutouts and shit, and he was making jokes. He's like, no, this is my night. This is a big night for me. I want Mario Lopez to talk about my pants. I want to eat shrimp cocktails. And Jimmy Kimmel's like, well, Mario's not here, and we sure as hell aren't serving food.
I like it.
So then he brings a cardboard cutout from like his high school years, and he goes, "I don't age," and he puts it in his seat and walks away.
You should have just went and just took all the globes or the people.
Just walk up to the
Just
stage
walk
and
up
go,
there. Well, no one's here
thank
to
you for
stop
the
me,
best
and then
actress.
just start. Yeah.
So did you see how they did that, delivering the awards? They sent all their interns out to all the houses in hazmat suits, and they waited outside with the award, and if they lost, they went, bye, and walked away. So many people who lost the categories filmed the reaction of the person going and walking away from the site. It was funny. Interesting, but funny. And then the way they started it off, because I was confused at first, they used a lot of archive footage of the audience. And
Dun,
Kimmel
dun,
doing jokes and laughing. And then they cut to him in the audience laughing at a joke, and he's like, wait a minute, how am I there? And then he cut back to him, and then, of course, political jokes flew after that.
I like it.
Of course we wouldn't hold that many people in a closed building. What are we, Trump?
Boom.
low flying fruit.
Oh, yeah.
He wasn't inside a building though. They were inside the courtyard.
Which one?
We were talking about the convention, right?
I'm not even
rallies.
referring to anything.
I think they were referencing the rallies.
Oh, okay. I just assumed they were talking. Well,
Because the rallies he does still hold at, like,
they're
arenas.
yeah, arenas,
high schools or wherever the fuck he's at.
Yeah, but yeah,
Well, anyway,
you got me there.
there's the Emmys. Other sad news and very hot topic button pushing issues
Oh god.
news. RGB,
Yeah.
Yep.
RBG, passed away, which now has made all the Republicans do, I don't know what I talked about 4 years ago, type movement.
Dun, dun, dun.
Anyway, talking about happier times.
Yeah.
Fuck Mitch McConnell, you turtle-looking motherfucker! I can't stand him. He has such a punchable face.
He does. I will admit that one. I
He
will
has
admit
such a
that one.
punchable face.
He does. Very much so.
What did he say? Seriously, too?
I don't know.
I'm gonna go with the topic we're currently on.
That's right. Seriously. That's right. But yeah, I thought.
the Phillies did something stupid.
Yeah. Oh, he's safe.
He was safe. He didn't do something stupid.
Not yet.
Maybe he was just shocked and did something right.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's gonna be fun.
No. Never.
So really, the hot topic that I wanted to get to tonight, and I'm hoping you're gonna actually not. Or
I have
actually,
no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, this is why if you go, I agree with you. I'm gonna the show's over.
The
We're gonna
show's
end it in
over.
13 minutes.
Oh, I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna beat you.
All right.
So badly.
Thank you.
So we're gonna shift
Well,
spots.
clearly I got to agree then.
We're gonna shift spots.
Spank me, Daddy. Spank
He's
me.
supposed to be neutral.
Oh, I am neutral.
I'm not.
I am 100% neutral in all this.
But before we do anything, is it still there? It is still there.
No.
I'm assuming it played. I hit the button. I hit the button.
Play it again. There you go.
There we go.
Woohoo!
It's my favorite button on here.
All right, tee up the topic, so we can yell at each other.
What is he playing? I can't hear what we're hearing.
Gay! Is that
Okay.
still okay? Who knows?
It is. It is. It's 2020.
G4,
We're all accepting.
G4 needs talent.
G4 does need talent.
I don't know.
welcome
man.
to 2020. We're all accepting, but we are only accepting of one console. So
Yes.
the price point launched for both Xbox XS and PS5. We've gone into all of that fun stuff. But
Yeah.
pre-orders just happened, and on top
Oh.
of that, Bethesda signed a deal with Microsoft. So let's talk about console wars.
Console. Well, I was gonna say, want to talk about Bethesda first?
That's the Bethesda thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
this is
I don't-
when it's launched the console
Yeah.
wars. What console is going to be superior for next gen?
Okay, for him, it's
Xbox.
clearly no. Fuck
Clearly
you.
the
It's not
Xbox.
Xbox.
It's clear-
Fuck you.
that is the superior one. It's not
It
even a
wasn't
question.
Up until
It's
this
not even
Bethesda
a fucking
news.
question.
It's not. This Bethesda bullshit is bullshit.
I actually, well,
You don't play any Bethesda games.
no, but I actually think it's gonna kill Bethesda.
You do?
That's why I said I don't want to talk about it.
You don't, or you do?
I do. I think Bethesda. So basically, what I think is going to happen here, I think it's going to be another Blizzard thing when Blizzard's sold out. So they're going to have this opportunity for the next, I don't know, 3-4 years when they have like this unlimited money or whatever, to come out with one last good game.
Elder Scrolls 6.
And then all the talent's just going to start leaving because they're going to get caught up into this corporate cog, and it's just going to, it's
So what about the
Go ahead,
IPs?
show 'em.
I don't care about their fucking developers.
IPs.
I mean,
So that one, I think basically what I think they're going to do in there is, because since they were already cross-platformed, I don't see how you cannot have them cross-platforms. You would have a uproar. So I'm thinking probably what's going to happen is they're probably going to do like, when they release a game, it's be like Borderlands, where
That's
the first
exactly what I was thinking.
6 months to the year it would be on just the Xbox, and then it would release into the PlayStation realm.
That's what Resident Evil does. I don't know what kind of fucking backdoor magic they did with Capcom.
And I will throw this out there. I can almost guarantee you, because Microsoft is a dick, that they'll release it for the Switch and just not the PlayStation.
So now, as a man who has
I'm just saying.
I feel like I'm going to migrate to the fucking Switch on these games.
You might, because the problem is the Switch is on the Xbox network.
Yeah,
so
and I have a Pro controller.
I'm just throwing it out there.
The only one that would have been multiplayer I would play with people, you don't play any of the fucking Bethesda games.
Nope.
It's Fallout, fucking Doom. Fallout is actually hurting.
Doom I would actually play. I just never bought it.
Yeah, but Fallout 76 kind of hurt the Fallout franchise. Everybody's been like salivating at a potential Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah, the trailer dropped. Well, the teasing trailer dropped 2 years ago.
They're gonna do. You know what they're gonna do now? No, I think about. They're just gonna remaster some of their old games.
Skyrim 6. That's what it's gonna be called. Skyrim 6.
They're just gonna remaster their old content.
They made that sale. So, like, timing-wise, they made that sale. But
it doesn't matter.
The PlayStation.
The sale doesn't. The sale is. It's clearly not for the Gen Wars or the System Wars because it happened way too late.
PlayStation included Fallout 4 in their these year free games for PS Now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that gets ripped?
No.
Do you think it still stays on their PlayStation Plus incentive for PS5 program?
Yeah. Yeah, because
you don't think Microsoft like no.
Because it doesn't profit them. It doesn't profit anyone to limit a game that's already been out for 4 years.
I would think no, because I'm sure they had a deal already set in place.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, if there's no deal, I would say yes, they would probably pull it.
Okay.
But be completely blown away because they'd have to have a deal set up with them in order to do that promotion.
You're right.
And it's probably PlayStation's paying for every person that downloads it X dollars, and it's probably coming from their PlayStation Now subscription or whatever.
Okay.
So they're taking away some of their profit there to actually give them, but they're not paying full price. So it's at a discount.
They're buying like all
it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's
always an older title too, so it's just to those people. It's just like, oh, we're bringing in new people, and usually what it is, it's usually games. I don't know if you notice it. It's usually games that have a shit ton of fucking loot or other DLCs and shit.
Microtransactions.
So they want you to get the game, like the game, and then buy all the peripherals basically after the fact. Because not many of them actually give you all the DLCs and stuff. The only one that did actually, which I was shocked with, they actually gave you the whole Handsome Jack collection. But that one might have been through. 2K? No, I forget. No.
2K did do them.
2K
and Gearbox.
So that one might have been by 2K because they were trying to drum up people. That was more of like a promotional thing, I feel like. So they might have just said, well, you can allow it to have everything, but and we just won't take anything. But I think most of them, that's usually what they try doing. It's quote unquote free, but realistically, trust me, those people did the numbers right, and they know that because you do it, X amount of these people are going to pay for the extra shit, basically.
Especially since you get Fallout 4 for like $5 now.
Yeah, that's it.
It's dirt cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you get people in and they start liking it and they start playing it, then they'll go, oh, you know what, I want to try blah, blah, blah. I'm going to do blah, blah, blah.
$60.
Well, I'm just saying all the extra content and all the extra shit inside of it. And then, then they hope that you'll migrate over to their newer games. But
so that PlayStation conference took place last Thursday?
Yes.
Was it this Thursday? I
Or Wednesday.
thought it was 3 weeks ago.
Thursday.
I thought it was 2 weeks ago.
All right. It was last week. It was after the show because we didn't talk about it last week.
Yay. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Because there's some interesting notes about it. I'm a little annoyed at PlayStation. Their dishonesty on everything.
That's right.
Their pre-orders were launched that day by like Walmart.
Oh, God. Did you see the Xbox one?
Yes, the Xbox One thing.
Fill me in, please.
So Xbox One spiked 747% on sales in Amazon. Xbox One, not the X series.
No, Xbox One X.
Yeah.
One X. So that's that upgraded Xbox One.
Current gen.
current gen.
Oh no!
And everyone's going, I guarantee. Everyone's like, they're laughing because they're like guaranteeing they all thought they were buying the Xbox X.
And
not
it's coming tomorrow, guys. It's coming tomorrow. There's a loop in the system in Amazon. Buy it now. Follow the link.
That's gonna be great when people go like, "Oh, my YouTube reveal, I got the new Xbox system early." We're gonna talk about the specs, and someone jackass will be like, "Dude, that's the old one." That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, so I was just like, I fucking rolled. I was so dying from that one. I was like, I could see it because I don't understand. Xbox makes no fucking sense on their naming conventions.
No,
none whatsoever.
PlayStation's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yeah.
7, 8, 9, 10,
I think they got all the way
11,
up to
12.
like 8 or something like that.
They got up to I think 10.
Yeah, and then some asshole bought 11 just to piss them off.
Yeah, exactly.
And at that point, they'll probably just be like, "No, either we're out of business or Spider-Man died."
Well, or most likely they'll lose because they only keep it for so long.
Yeah.
And they have to keep trademarking it, so it's not like you can.
Yeah.
If you don't use it, you have to keep re-upping it.
Yeah. It'd be funny if like a cardboard box comes out and they go, "This is the PS11." The one thing I thought was interesting is they pushed a lot of gameplay and games that are exclusive. I'm using air quotes if this ever ends up in only in audio form.
That's right.
And then if you go to Sony.com and look at PlayStation, those games show up that they will be on PS4, and I'm livid. I'm okay.
It is exclusive.
It is exclusive to
To
PlayStation. Yeah, to
To
PlayStation.
Sony.
No. They have been pitching. Their wording during that entire fucking thing was PlayStation 5, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 5. No mention of PlayStation 4. If I would have pre-ordered that goddamn PS5 and found out that Spider-Man game was on PS4, I would have shoved it up someone's ass.
Damn right.
That's a pretty painful experience.
I
would
would
have
have
been.
shoved it up their ass.
Would have been.
Because it's bullshit that I would have put out $700 for a goddamn system for a $40 game that was already on the PS4 when I'm buying the one that can play PS4 games.
That's right.
I was
Sorry.
irritated by that.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. But it is still technically exclusive. They didn't lie. They did
Technically,
not lie. They did not lie.
technically he's right.
I know it's exclusive to Sony.
By legal definition.
No.
By legal definition.
No, they misled in their advertisement, and I should sue them. If
well-
McDonald's could be sued for the coffee being too hot, I could sue them for their misleading.
Damn.
That's why McDonald's has to put caution hot on every cup now. Because
That's
of that bitch.
Yeah, you gotta watch out.
But there was that whole debacle where the pre-orders were supposed to drop the next day.
And then they sold
And
out
then
within
Walmart,
like 30
I think
seconds.
Walmart was the first one that went, we're going to do it tonight. And then all of a sudden Target was like, well, fuck, we're going to do it tonight too. And then GameStop did it. And GameStop was smart. They're like, hey, we're going to bundle it with shit. So you got to pay $800. And people were like, you're the only one left. We're going to pay you $800.
That's right.
It sounds like you paid $800 last time.
I didn't get one.
And they were all sold out. And then the whole reasoning behind it is because no one knows how many they're gonna get.
Mhm.
So they only offered X amount, knowing that they're gonna get them, but they couldn't say that you're gonna get.
Yeah.
So they obviously everyone did it low on the lower end.
Yeah.
Because worst comes to worst, you just have some sitting in the warehouse.
But
And they'll sell out. They'll sell out the first day.
Yeah, exactly.
But with this knowledge of Miles Morales not also going to be available on PS4, I have no incentive to buy this fucking thing until like Q2.
I mean, to be
No.
honest, I have no intention to buy any of the next gens until 2 or 3 years out.
Well, I mean, I think
Because
with
there's no
PS4,
games.
Mine will be next year.
I was gonna say PS4.
Probably
I think
next,
I got it about 8 months after the launch,
Yeah, because eventually they're going to do a hard cut on at least all their major titles.
which I assume is gonna be God of War Ragnarok.
Yeah, so that's probably I think that's when I did it, because I did it when the
Battlefront
Battlefront
2.
came out.
Yeah, or Battlefront.
Yeah, Battlefront. Yeah.
So I was just a little annoyed because literally the only reason I was looking at the site and rushing and then asked the guy when I picked up my games on Friday, the whole I was like, do you have any? Because I really wanted for Spider-Man. And then found out Spider-Man's going to be on PS4. So it's like, why am I getting all worked up?
Damn right. Yeah,
I'm a fanboy, Sony, but fuck you.
that's right.
That's some dirty shit you did last week.
Dirty, dirty, dirty shit.
It's very hard to defend you. It's kind of like trying to defend Trump. Like, yeah, I know he molests people, but
That's why the Xbox is better.
have you seen his pub? No!
Xbox is not better. Xbox is definitely nowhere
Which
close.
is like, it's the Biden of game consoles. It's like, I don't want to deal with that shit, but I got this shit over here.
That's right.
That's why, and then the Switch is the third-party candidate that really is doing well.
No one likes.
we all love the Switch.
Yeah.
Deep in our hearts.
But nobody comes out and publicly says I'm for the Switch.
Oh,
Exactly.
The other two.
Can I rant and rave for a second on the Switch?
No.
Sure.
Did you fucking play
Yes.
The controls, yeah.
Fucking Sunshine on
No.
the Mario 3D All Stars. Fucking bullshit is that? The entire I played it.
I played the
it.
64. I didn't play the other one.
Okay, I played the entry levels for all three.
Mm-hmm.
And 64, Mario 64, great. It felt a little weird, like a little rough.
Felt
camera.
The camera fucking
Camera
sucked.
was hard turns.
But I remember that back in the 64.
Yeah.
Like, they clearly just put the cartridge in digital form. Like,
That's right.
Which I'm okay with. I enjoyed 64. There's no major. I don't have any major.
I
qualms.
ran around a red coin for 5 minutes before the fucker
That
would
sounds
go
like
across
a
it.
you problem.
No,
You suck.
the joystick would not fucking move it there.
I think. Did you have a Joy-Con that sticks?
It was the Pro Controller.
I guess yeah. I need to get a new Pro controller, son.
Oh, fuck that. I'm not buying a new Pro Controller because of a 64-bit game.
That's
did
right.
You ever play Sunshine though? Have you ever played Sunshine before?
The Sunshine and Galaxy will be my first pass.
You've never played. You never played Sunshine? Oh, you're so lucky.
I actually fell off of Mario, probably the NES, NES,
Okay.
and then didn't pick it back up until Odyssey.
Odyssey.
Super Mario 3D World, I did play that one.
Yeah. So I played Sunshine back when it first came out at my friend's house. We would do it every Saturday. We'll run around play. I actually beat the entire game 5 years ago. I bought it for the GameCube. I was like, all right, fuck it. I'm just running through. Paid like $70 too, because I had to buy the disc.
Yeah.
Disc.
So
and buy the disc after the fact.
yeah, so I was running around. I got used to the controls. Jumped to Friday night when I finally decided to play. They inverted the controls from what I'm used to.
Why? And they don't give you an option to fix
They
it?
don't give you an option to fix it. So it used to be inverted, so down is up is down. Now it is the up is up, down is down. So the entire time I'm running around,
That benefits me.
I'm just shooting my feet the entire time. I'm like, I know I got to the first boss. And I'm just like, I've beat this guy so many times before. This is gonna be a piece of cake. I died.
I want to sympathize with you, but that really benefits me.
I'm
If
so
I want
fucking
to try this
pissed.
game, I'm like, I don't know what anybody's bitching
Fuck
about.
you.
This is great.
Honestly, no, fuck you. I hope you can't even pass the fucking tutorial.
Come on, you
You're
think I'm
gonna
honestly
go-
going to play it?
Yeah. Let's be realistic. He just gets it.
Game-a-thon.
Which, big news on the horizon on that one down the road. I'm hoping to make an announcement probably drunk day before we get drunk.
I all love drunk day.
That's kind of like, if you compare it to like WWE, that's our Royal Rumble, and the road to the Game-a-thon is like we just get plastered like, Jesus Christ, we're going to do this again. And we'll have even more of a reason to get plastered this year. Go through with my idea.
No, bad idea. Horrible
no,
idea.
you're going to fucking hate it.
I know.
intrigued.
I have preeminently discussed this with people, and I'm like, I might just not tell Gibby.
Fuckers.
Is it something that I'm gonna like?
You were in the car.
Remember. I'm a city.
You were in the car, so possibly.
You were in the
Conversation
car.
we had on Saturday.
Oh, I know.
I really wanna push forward
I'm
with
just
it.
trying to hype this up.
That's fair.
I don't know. Should we do it? No, fuck yeah.
And I specifically said, I'm just going to tell Gibby
No.
nothing changed.
That's right. Nothing changed. Nothing changed.
Usually nothing has changed, especially for Gibby.
Yes. But anyway, that's going to hopefully come in later in November. But the PlayStation 5
Sucks.
Direct, or what the hell would you call
Yeah,
that?
I'll say direct.
Yeah.
They showed some pretty cool games. I just want to talk about the games. There's the Deathloop game that I swear to God was fucking time splitters when I first saw it. Because they were hopping through different, like, time periods. Yeah, they were assassinating each other. Oh my God. We're getting another time splitters. But it looked fun.
There you
It's
go.
not time splitters, but it looked fun. And
We'll
then
see.
the Hogwarts game.
Hogwarts. I didn't know they were actually making a Harry Potter one. Yeah.
Beats me. I didn't know they were making fucking Gollum.
I thought all the Harry Potter stuff was going to be just on mobile.
That's what I thought.
So
And
that-
then they
that
came out
came-
with this Hogwarts
yeah.
thing. I'm like, holy shit, this looks amazing.
Yeah, Ashley wants to play that one.
I bet.
Yeah.
That's right. That's got to bring in a different demographic that really, probably hasn't been on that system since PS1 or like the Wii when they had
Yeah.
the wands and shit like that.
We'll see, but yeah. It'd
I'm
be actually
interested.
interesting if you can actually use the Move controller.
Oh, if you could VR the fucking thing.
Yeah. And
That'd
you
be
actually
wild.
have to do the whipping correctly or whatever, you know what I mean? For the wands.
Because I remember the Wii had that. Because I think when the Wii came out, they were on the last movie. So the last movie got a game because that's what Warner Brothers does.
That's right.
And you had to do the spells with the wand. Like they have like the little things you had to trace and shit like that.
Yeah.
So that'd be interesting. It'd be a smart move. You
Yeah.
utilize the fucking system.
Yeah, you can utilize that, and it's not like, and it doesn't have to be like, maybe it's just a specific mode or something, or specific. It doesn't have to be like the full game either.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Maybe you just do duels, and if you do the duel, you have to have the VR. I don't know.
That'd be pretty interesting.
Yeah.
To stand there and just duel people.
Yeah.
One of the other games they displayed, and I actually kicked off the entire Direct. I know it's not called Direct. I don't play it. I know you definitely don't play it. You might. Final Fantasy 16.
I am so excited.
Okay. I don't know anything about the lore and all that.
Neither do I.
They're all dead. They're all dead.
So I play 1, 2, 3, and 4.
That's it.
I had Tactics and 7 or 9. Might have had 9. It's over
9.
there. I have
Okay,
9.
I'll take a look at it.
But I had I remember Tactics. And I want to say it was 9. I never got into it. I hate turn-based games.
Well,
It's weird because we play D&D.
It's no longer.
Damn.
It's no longer turn-based though.
Yeah.
well, then
it's
I might get
not.
back into
it's,
it
It's
then.
like sort of like Zelda
Yeah,
now.
play 13. Final Fantasy 13. You run around, you run into a mob, and then it goes into this action scene, and then you just run around and just slash.
Oh, God. That's God of War.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I got. Well,
do they have chain reactions where you have to hit certain buttons at certain times to do things?
No. Maybe.
I thought it was. I thought it was more like Zelda.
It's a mixture of both.
Yeah.
I mean, 13 is like an 80 gig download for my computer, so I haven't played it yet.
That's fair.
Woo!
To be fair, I also have 2 terabytes worth of free hard drive space that I don't use, so I could.
You
But I
could.
choose not to.
But you choose not to.
Yeah,
That's
That's
fair.
I don't
right.
want to do that to myself, because that means it's at least I'm sinking 200 hours into the game.
Maybe. Maybe
At
not.
that, I mean, it depends on how the learning curve.
Yeah.
They also brought back some footage for the Spider-Man Miles Morales game to show you that the villain is going to be the Tinkerer, and squaring off with the agency that was in Spider-Man from 2018, Roxxon.
Rocks.
Oh.
So
Boo.
the Tinkerer is essentially taking some of their equipment and is trying to take over the town. And Miles, the first scene is on a bridge, and the bridge goes to hell, and he's got to save it.
Never a good sign.
Nope. But it's only made on PS4 too, so fuck them. The other thing that was like God of War Ragnarok was teased.
Yeah, but they said that wasn't going to be.
Oh, that's like a 2022 or.
Yeah, I was going to say that's which I was shocked because I thought that would have been a
Staple?
launching title.
No.
Now launch titles Ratchet and Clank. It's always Ratchet and Clank
If you say so.
and Little Sackboy, whatever the fuck he's in this time. There's always Little Big Planet.
Yeah, Little Big Planet. Yeah.
But you
I think
got to
it's
figure
Sackboy's Adventure.
that's like their big one. So that would, if they actually ever released it with the system, it would make the sales of the system way better.
Well, I think the PS4 they didn't.
Yeah, they didn't. They did mid-cycle.
They did.
Yeah.
Infamous launched with it.
Correct.
The
Infamous
follow-up with
2?
Second Son.
Second
So
Son.
it's
Yeah.
technically the third in the franchise,
Oh.
but it was a different character.
Mhm.
Because the original character dies in the second one.
Oh, spoiler!
Is what it is. Made the sacrifice play. He was the Iron Man.
That's right.
They also showed Resident Evil 8 Village. They call it Resident Evil Village, and they highlight the V3 and the 3 eyes, which kind of calls back to Resident Evil 4, where the village and the whole Chris storyline, and it looks like they're going back to the same village and bringing back some of the same characters. So I'm excited for it. Never finished 7.
Never finished any of them, have you?
Not true.
We had a third stage set up.
I'm taking credit for that.
Oh, you're taking credit for that. Okay.
It was under one of our accounts. It was me.
Yeah.
It might have been a different shade, but it was me.
Yeah. I can't believe he literally sat and played. I can't believe he beat that game.
He did that for 2, right? He didn't
The
do it for 3.
remaster, whatever that remaster
did it for
was.
2.
Yeah.
We tried to lure. 3 didn't come out in time. That
3
was the
yeah.
problem this year.
Yeah.
Hopefully he shows
I
up and does it
can't.
this year.
I couldn't believe he sat over there that entire time and just beat the game.
Yeah. I mean,
No breaks, no nothing, man. Just sat there, just chugged away.
But I did beat Resident Evil 3 back when it was on the PlayStation.
Okay.
You get a candy bar.
Thank you. I
Just
should. That's back when I
one.
played games. Like, I don't know. G4 needs talent. I don't want to sit there and tell everybody
it!
I don't like the game.
Do it!
Ha! They also showed some trailers for other games like Call of Duty.
I thought they were done making Call of Duties every fucking goddamn year.
They make money every goddamn year,
Isn't
so
it
why?
2 different studios? So
Well,
it's every other year for them?
oh, well, fucking owned by the same company, but it's 2 different fucking publishers.
Yeah.
It's Treyarch and
Activision?
Activision, which is all
Blizzard.
yeah, it's all under the same fucking umbrella.
Yeah.
That's how you don't burn out your employees, but still produce the same product.
It's fucking bullshit.
I agree. They're recycling wars. They've ran out of wars to fucking do for the game. But they showed that gameplay. They announced that Fortnite would be making its way to PS5.
Oh, shocking.
The
Oh, now you're going to tell me Apex isn't?
They haven't announced it, though.
There's no way it doesn't. You're going to tell me Minecraft isn't going to... Like, it has to. It just has to.
At launch?
I'm going to have to buy it again. I'll have another copy. Because God fucking forbid you have it transfer over.
I'm not doing Minecraft in 4K. I'll just play with you guys on the PS4. Actually, you can't. Why would you buy it for the PlayStation? You can't play together.
That's what I'm saying.
Bedrock Edition.
Well, maybe the Bedrock Edition will work on fucking...
You can play together. You can't do Realms.
Yeah, maybe for fucking 5 it will work. I don't know. Fuckers.
And I think that was pretty much it. Then they announced the pre-order, the price point. It's dropping November 12th. I didn't think the price point was that bad.
Their higher-end system is the same price as Xbox. Their lower-tier system is $100 more than Xbox.
Yeah.
So...
you're talking about the digital was $400, and then the... No, the digital was... Yeah, $400.
The digital only was $400, but the Xbox one is $300, and then both of their premium is $599.
Yeah.
So they're roughly priced the same, which, you know, historically is pretty much how it's always been.
The only thing that pissed me off is the one games that were marked up to $70 for this launch that you can get are the games that are just copy-paste every year.
That's right.
EA, 2K.
I was actually confused on that one because I thought all the games were going to be at 70, but it looks like they're leaving it up to the discretion of developers, which is kind of shocking.
Well, they're also doing digital release too for games.
Yeah.
So you got that flexibility. If you want people to start buying more digital copies, lower the digital price point instead of the physical copy, and the developer takes more of a cut because it's a digital copy.
And Sony owns Spider-Man, so they can do whatever the fuck they want.
So, I don't know. To me, it just seemed odd. We'll see what happens.
It was odd that Sony's exclusive was only $49.99, and then I did my research and got mad.
That's right. But then, like, freaking what was it? The Call of Duty game, $70?
$70.
And I'm like, you fucking goddamn
and
assholes.
2K
That's literally a copy. Yeah, and then yeah. Because that means Madden's going to be the same way.
Yeah.
It means the fucking best. Like, the ones that are literally copy and paste every fucking year are going to be $70. You do no fucking work for those games. Like, I don't fucking get it.
It's the
All you do is...
It's the people that only buy those games. Because football fans just buy football games.
Yeah, I know. They're going to just keep buying it because that's... I get it. Well, I don't get it. It makes no fucking sense to me whatsoever.
Yep.
Yeah.
Big Dick Nick!
Makes no fucking sense. Like, it just irritates the shit out of me. I'm like, that makes no fucking sense, but...
I wholeheartedly agree. When I saw that the top 2 games for pricing on the launch was going to be 2K and Call of Duty, I was like, come on.
Well, California's going after EA now for their fucking... one of their sport games.
Probably Madden?
Gotta be. I've already forgotten. It goes in and out.
2K has hockey, basketball, and wrestling.
Yeah, it's going after them because of fucking loot boxes, saying it's gambling, shit, blah 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 blah. We'll see where that goes.
Get them for Star Wars.
They probably tried.
The
mouse went, no.
We're already killing it ourselves.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't need your fucking help, EA.
Yeah, we don't need your help here. Did you see the what was it? They also, of course, more Star Wars things.
Go for it. I like Star Wars.
I think we pretty much have capped off our conversation war for the day.
So the next saga or trilogy or whatever. Did you see that they said that
yes, they did, and I am so excited.
I'm bringing it with no. I haven't seen it yet.
I'm like
the name for it's going to be Star Wars X. So 10? People are already upset about that.
It's not 10. It's not 10. It's not 10.
But how's it
Project
not 10?
X. Project X.
Is it Project X or Star Wars X?
Star Wars X. Star Wars X.
Project X
is basically what it's being labeled as. It's going to be held in the High Republic, which is what we all kind of thought was going to happen here.
200 years prior to the prequels,
at
the height of the Jedi.
Which could still have Yoda.
Correct.
And his race.
But people are upset that it's going to be called Star Wars 10 because people are saying that they shouldn't touch 1 through 9 because that's the...
You sure it's just not a working title?
The Luke Skywalker saga.
X.
I'm just saying, it might be, but that's what people are upset about.
Which director's attached to it? Is this the Rian Johnson trilogy?
No.
You said that definitively and very fucking quickly.
Yeah, no.
I
think he already got fired out of. I don't even think he's got a trilogy anymore.
Is it Taika?
I don't think they have anyone
I know
He signed on for a movie.
all I know is what's his name is George Lucas is storyboarding with a bunch of writers. So I don't think they have a director per se.
It's Taika.
I'm thinking that he's going to storyboard it, put everything together, and then they'll probably go out and get a director.
And
is what I'm thinking.
Stick to the script and don't deviate like Ryan Johnson did, or you're going to get fucked.
I don't blame Ryan Johnson, because obviously Knives Out was an okay movie.
No, I don't even know what that is, but okay.
It was a murder mystery movie. It was okay.
With Captain America.
Captain America's in it, he's an asshole. He went back to his normal roles.
Did you see did you take a Instagram selfie?
He was back to that level of douchery, so that character might have. I think he got too much freedom. I blame the producers on that movie. I don't really blame him.
Kathleen Kennedy?
She should have reeled him in and said, "This is our vision. You can take liberties here,
Well, they already said that they either the Daisy Ridley thing and they basically already know that she basically had no fucking say in anything. She just let the people do whatever they wanted.
Daisy Ridley?
Yeah, Daisy Ridley, her thing, and then the John Boyega or whatever. Basically, the interviews that they've been giving out, basically just like
we had no control.
Throwing her under the bus. Basically saying like, yeah, there was literally no plan whatsoever. Fucking John Boyega goes, yeah, we were a bunch of token. He literally said we were just a bunch of token people in here for this SJW shit. Like,
I'm not shocked.
I was just like, what? and everyone's like, and he's the one saying he's the.
Yeah.
I'm just like, holy fucking hell.
Well, he's not wrong. They really played to it.
Yeah. I get it. It's
crazy that company has such a defined discipline on the Marvel side and then this chaos on the Lucasfilm side.
It all comes from the top.
Yeah,
they put the wrong person in, unfortunately.
Who just looked at what the bottom line was going to be.
Yeah.
She said, how can I make the most money?
And I told you that the Disney people, apparently they didn't even look at what George put together.
They said, hey, thanks for that, and then just kind of went on their own thing.
And then I told you that, well, at least Doomcock or whatever said, basically, they eventually read after the last one, Rise of Skywalker, they read what George gave them, and they go, this was a 10 times better script than what you put out. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yes.
So it was just like
the man who created the Skywalker family finished what he fucking started.
See, so the problem was, the problem was you should have just let whatever he gave you. You should have just used finished.
Yeah.
And then you tie that up with a bow, and then you go and branch out into like the High Republic and stuff, and you expand on the universe.
No
but
one has
finish
ever
the story he was doing.
Yeah, no one has ever said I hated the story of the prequels. They said I hate the fucking weird shit he put in there.
Yes.
I didn't hate the story. I hated Jar Jar.
Whoa.
And Sand.
We had
Lord Jar Jar.
Plus some casting issues.
Dialogue.
Dialogue. Yeah.
George clearly doesn't know how to do dialogue.
Shh.
Which is fine, because you had actors like Harrison Ford that went, I'm just going to make my own lines and make it sound better.
Yeah.
Same whole thing with the Indiana Jones point with him, with the guys doing all that sword shit, and instead of cracking him the whip, he just pulls out a gun and shoots him.
Well, did you hear the story behiant that, though?
He was sick or something like that, and he's like, he just wanted to get through shooting, so he just pulled out his gun and shot him. And kudos to the actor on the other end that just
went, well,
all right, I'll just drop it. I got shot. But I mean, that's the type of thing that's out there with the whole Star Wars universe, is the whole fact that Kevin Feige has said this is where point A to point Z. You can fill in between, but you better get back to point Z without major alterations. Lucasfilm says, I want 3 different directors with 3 different visions, and you just do whatever you want to tell a trilogy. That was set up for failure at the get-go. When they named 3 different directors and they were going to write it on their own, I went, what?
That's a cash grab at that point.
I can understand 3 different directors, but have the same fucking writer, and then have the directors put their little flavor on it. That's what The Mandalorian did. Yeah. Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau created the story of The Mandalorian, and then said, all right, you guys go direct.
That's right.
Put your flavor on it.
That's why at least, because they had, 3 or 4 directors, I think, for the first season?
Well, I think John did one on his own. Dave did one on his own.
Because it was, you could definitely tell, like, they weren't all
The same type of style.
Same type of style, and and I thought it actually added a lot to
And
it.
you saw whose friends got into that episode. It was like, oh, I'm friends with Taika. We're going to have the other guy from What We Do in the Shadows do the voice of the robot in that episode.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It's like, okay. And that's the same thing that's going to happen in season
I
2.
also didn't realize that girl was a wrestler.
Sasha Banks? Yeah,
Yeah.
you didn't hear that?
So that was
That's what
interesting.
blew me away. Like, how...
Sorry.
Wrestling doesn't have the greatest fucking actors. Granted, The Rock is huge.
You don't
John
have
Cena's
to-
not bad. Batista's
yeah.
not bad.
You don't have to
But
really
that's-
act much in probably these type of movies.
But The Mandalorian had decent acting.
Yes.
Compared to everything else.
Yeah, I mean, well, you're putting a very low bar here. The problem is, like, there's not much acting. Like, the Mandalorian, which is, I understand why he's upset and he wants the stupid mask off. You can't really see his acting because he's always in a fucking suit.
Still, he's badass. He's the badass part of, like, a Mandalorian.
But
He's their stature.
yeah, but I'm just like,
And his voice is pretty cool.
Darth Vader was a fucking bad.
Yeah, you made the point last week on the episode. He had, like, what, 20 minutes airtime across the 3 fucking movies?
Yeah,
And he was the most feared guy.
Yeah, and literally is like the epicenter of the big bad evil guy is Darth Vader, and literally had, I think it was like 15, 16, and 11 minutes or something,
Yeah.
and like it's insanity at how little airtime he actually had.
But I thought when it comes to they're women wrestlers. Some of them cut good promos, but some of it feels fake.
Baby.
I didn't say the guys were that bad. That's
right.
When they transition over into movies, it always feels kind of weird. Unless you're The Rock.
Well,
But The Rock also went into action movies.
yeah, I was gonna say, as long as you go into the right genre and stuff, like John Cena, I felt like did pretty good in his action stuff.
Cock.
But
Cock blocked.
That was pretty fun.
That was honestly, he's
Actually-
really good with that one.
even The Rock does really good comedies.
Now, but if you look at some of the earlier stuff of The Rock, when he was doing like Walking Tall and The Rundown and
How
shit,
about like the
it's kinda
Tooth Fairy or whatever it was? That
Yeah.
was
Oh, yeah,
fucking
that was-
hilarious.
Oh, that was.
But granted, it was just funny because I saw it.
Yeah.
It was
But
more
I mean,
visual funny than
but
anything
then
else. But
fast forward to his shit with Kevin Hart, and that shit
Kevin
is
Hart,
just
I know, but
hilarious. Their chemistry is phenomenal.
I was just gonna say, I feel like that's way more on Kevin's part than on The Rock's part. Kevin plays off of The Rock, and I don't think The Rock realizes it half the time.
Yeah. Like, if you watch some of the promotional videos where they're just shooting, like, a TikTok or something, it's funnier than the actual shit. They go,
Yeah.
get out of my fucking video! No, you get the fuck out of my video! And they're just back and forth like that.
Yeah, it's but yeah, he surrounds himself with better actors.
Yes.
That's really what he
brings
does.
out the best in him.
Because even if you look at like the whatever the hell he came in that, and like he got now in that genre, he's not really the main actor in like
No.
anything he does anymore.
No.
But he draws people in because
It's The Rock.
he's the fucking Rock.
Smell.
It's Dwayne Johnson. So you know the whole reason why he switched over to Dwayne?
Why?
Vince got a cut of any fucking movie he used The Rock.
Are you serious?
Vince owns the name. So there was a whole thing that went down a couple weeks ago where the WWE superstars have been doing Cameo and Twitch and shit like that.
Well,
and they
hold
sent out an
on.
edict.
How many?
He owns them all. He owns every name. So John Cena, he owns John Cena's name.
So you were like the caveman or whatever. Let's say you went into there and you came over as the caveman. He then owns your.
Gimmick and my name. If I went in there as Chris the Dace Man Dace, all of this he would get a royalty out of. So there was an issue with WWE and their talent doing Twitch, doing Cameo, and making money off of their names, their stage names.
Yeah, I mean, but so what about all the reality TV shit?
Well, the Miz
Mike
was.
Mizanin.
Yeah.
He has to be Mike Mizanin on this shit.
Well, he also.
But like
started
that
off-
girl's on there as well. What the hell is that stupid Page girl or whatever? She had her own thing.
Yeah. So she can't be Paige anymore. She has to be Sahara or whatever the fuck her name is.
So wait, does Vince get a cut of all of Paige's old porn tapes?
I don't think she made money on that since it was leaked, but in theory,
Okay.
he could have. He owns the name and the likeness.
Oh, I didn't realize that. That's fucking crazy. How do you own? Oh, wow.
That's why when he first came out, everyone's like, "You're the fucking Rock," and he's like, "No, I'm Dwayne Johnson." It's because he owned the Rock, and every time the Rock was in there, either WWE Studios got a credit or Vince McMahon got a royalty.
Huh. I did not know that.
Vince McMahon is a evil twirling mustache man.
Oh,
He's a
I bet he
genius.
still gets a fucking cut of anything John Cena does.
It's the same thing with like what's called the guy that owned Parks Plus or whatever. Like they're fucking geniuses. It's mind blowing.
It's why
Yeah.
Batista from wrestling was Batista. His real name is Bautista. So Dave Bautista. anytime he's in like the Guardians of the Galaxy and shit, because then Vince can't take a cut.
That's a smart counter move.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah, I'm just thinking about it. Yeah, that's insanity.
Yep. It's crazy. So I wonder if she's going to be Sasha Banks on there, or if when you look at the credits, it's her real name, which I don't know what it is off the top of my head. But now, because they were having problems with Twitch and shit, because the biggest problem I think was Cameo. Cameo, they were going on making money directly, like, oh, get Big E to say a personal message to you. And Big E's like, this is Big E from the WWE. And it's like, okay.
I was going to say.
Right then and there.
Yeah, my company thing, we had a couple wrestlers show up in there saying that they're. So this had to be recent.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they did, they were the old timer people.
Sadly,
I recognize them, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, so like what happened now is like Big E can continue to do cameos as his real name, or under the WWE banner where you request from WWE, hey, I want Big E. And then Big E gets like 80% and WWE gets 20%.
That is...
Or whatever the percentages might be.
Crazy.
That is Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
I'm willing to bet once the XFL relaunches again, somewhere in there he still owns the fucking names and still gets a cut.
Mm-hmm.
Guaranteed.
Yeah.
The Rock probably bought like 80% of the company, but 20% still probably belongs to Vince. Somewhere in the minutia details.
Yeah, that's insanity.
And that 20% is the 20% that makes the most money.
Which is bullshit, because the same
it'll probably be all the fucking jerseys sales, be all the merch. I guarantee you he'd have at least have his fingers in the merch side.
Yep.
Because he doesn't want to take the risk on any other shit.
Or even the cable deals.
Yeah. Because he's already in a lot of hot shit because of the outbreak with...
Luck, Andrew Luck's father.
Yeah.
He guaranteed him 5 years and then let him go and filed bankruptcy. So he didn't have to pay him. But Andrew Luck's dad's still suing him. And then there's a big issue too, because when he launched the Alpha Entertainment, WWE was still a shareholder in the XFL. It was supposed to be a separate entity, but WWE still had shares in the XFL, even though he went on record as saying WWE has no association with this.
So do you see Vince McMahon coming under the the Federal Trade Commission, FTC?
For what?
Lying and misleading to the investors, yeah.
Well, it depends.
He's been sued by a few shareholders.
That really depends, because if they were non-voting shares, it doesn't matter. If they're voting shares, then yes, I could see it being an issue.
A few of the shareholders went after him because the product took a dip during the XFL, which was really from the pandemic, but the ratings started to decline at the same time.
Yeah.
And they blamed that the CEO of WWE was too focused on XFL and didn't perform his duties.
To be fair, they're not wrong.
They're not. He's also out of touch. He's like 80 fucking years old and doesn't understand what people want anymore.
Still laughs at fart jokes.
Yeah, and where he still names characters like, oh, this is Mace or the Repo Man. It's like, come on, man.
I like it.
It's not the 80s anymore. Move on.
Yeah, I mean, I will see. I didn't think the XFL was that bad.
I had fun there.
I think it was...
It's a hell of a crowd because it's a wrestling crowd that showed up at a football game.
Yeah, I just don't know... I think they got to work out a deal. Like, the problem is, I think the NFL needs to get involved and work out a deal with them. I just don't know how they would ever do it, is the problem. I think there's a lot of talent out there that can probably use a year or two more after college.
Dude, I guarantee you this next season, Kaepernick's in the XFL.
No.
I guarantee you, Rock will bring him in. I guarantee it.
There's no way.
Why wouldn't it be?
Because that would tarnish his issue. That hurts him and his whole thing with Nike. It would just absolutely... Kaepernick will do tryouts and all that shit, blah, 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 keep saying it, but he will never in a million years sign a contract. Even if a team gave him a contract, he will not sign it.
I'm telling you, XFL. They'll use the XFL as a platform and be a more tolerant football league. Guaranteed.
I mean, yes, if they're willing to pay him $100 million. But that's the only way. They're going to have to pay something astronomical to get him on there.
I bet you they do. I would not doubt it.
All right. I mean, I'd be shocking
give
to
him
me.
the platform to deliver
It would be
his
shocking
message.
to me. Completely shocked to me.
Because
he already has a platform. What the fuck are you talking about?
No, another platform.
A bigger platform.
I haven't seen anything about Colin Kaepernick.
He's going to have his own production company. He's going to have fucking... He's going to... I don't want to go.
I haven't heard shit from him except that he didn't get picked up again this season. That's the only time I hear.
He's never gonna get picked up. He does tryouts. He does all these things. He just keeps his name out there. He's not got that crazy deal at Nike, so he's never gonna fuck with that because he's just getting paid a shit ton. And now he's got he's starting his own production company.
which is going to bomb.
Then the first thing it's supposed to be is the life of Kaepernick or life of Cap, or whatever.
He got a production company. He's making a movie about himself.
Yeah.
I feel like that hurts your image more. That's like, oh, I finally make it. I'm going to make the Dace Man movie.
Yeah. But that's basically what they're going to go down with, and it's the guy that did Star Wars. That's he did Star Wars. He did Star Trek. What the hell is that? JJ. He's going to be teamed up with JJ. Him and JJ are going in together.
So Bad Robot's filming a...
Yes, Bad Robot. That's right. Bad Robot is, but they're creating its own side.
Yeah, so this is a pity producer credit for this new production company that just started.
Well, shut the fuck up. But yes.
It's like Dan Harmon's project where all of a sudden Starburns is still fucking in every
But yes,
thing.
that's basically what's happening.
It's
Yes,
like
that's right. When you said Robot, yeah.
I'm sorry. Starburns was not in Harmon Quest.
He has a production credit on Brick and Morty and on a couple Community seasons. And I'm like, you're right. You were a writer. That was it. They got big because of the shape of your fucking Starburns. Like,
That's right.
But to be
my name
fair,
is Alex.
But yeah, I would be blown away if he actually played football again. I never would, because it would actually it would work if he goes in and does well. I will admit that.
In the XFL, he should be leagues ahead of them all.
But I don't think so. He wasn't a good fucking NFL quarterback.
But they didn't.
He's better than some of the fucking quarterbacks they have out there, but he's not like an elite talent that he thinks he is.
These are like fourth string quarterbacks, though. Fifth string quarterbacks.
Oh, some of them are.
How
some
many
of them are
XFL players actually went to the NFL when the XFL folded this time?
not. There's actually
Like a
handful. Yeah, there's
But they're
actually a
not
decent
on.
amount.
Are they on starting squads?
Several of them got into it. Yeah,
Starting.
there's way more that got into practice squads. But yeah, there's plenty of them that got into. A lot of defensive players got into
That
the
makes
starting
sense.
lineup.
Is that because a lot of people didn't play because of COVID?
Well, actually, that's a good point. A lot of them went on the practice squads because of COVID, because the practice squads got expanded. But there's a lot of them that actually did get starting jobs in
Actual teams.
on actual teams, either as defensive players, but in majority of the cases, it's really special teams.
But I'm
That's
telling
usually where you make your name at. to
He'd
actually
be a
get
top
yeah.
tier quarterback in that league. Like, these guys couldn't fucking throw for worth a damn. The quarterbacks in there. And the kicker, oh my god.
You wouldn't think Johnny Manziel would have did well.
Cody Parkey would be an all-star fucking kicker in the XFL.
Woohoo! But yeah, I mean,
Double doink guy. Doink, doink. Yep. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
he doinked at the flagpole and then doinked out. Yeah. Doink, doink.
He'd be an all-star kicker because he can actually make it down the fucking field.
I'm just saying, I don't think he would do it. I think it would hurt what he's got going. And that's my only thing.
With The Rock at the head of the thing, that's the only reason I think he'd come in. With Vince, it's an old white man still making money. Rock, he's got half Samoan, half fucking African American. And his wife, or his ex-wife, I think, is all African American.
I don't know. But I just, like I said, to me, he'd be putting his neck out on the line when he doesn't need to. That's the whole thing here. He doesn't need to. The guy makes more money now than he ever did in the NFL. But even if he got Mahomes money, he still makes more money now.
But the XFL immediately came out and said they weren't going to sign him.
Yes,
Vince did. Vince was on a conference call, and I watched the conference call. He specifically said he wasn't going to deal with that.
From what I heard, they did reach out to him, but he wanted some astronomical number. And from what I thought, they did it just out of symbolic. Because they knew that he was going to ask for something crazy. Because they weren't paying these people. Even the quarterbacks, they went overboard. They went overboard and paid them extra, but it wasn't even like they weren't even making NFL minimums, which is $900,000.
Vince specifically came out on that conference call and said, "I'm not dealing with the national anthem bullshit."
Yeah. So, oh god, yeah. Now that bullshit. I wonder what he thinks about it now.
He doesn't run it anymore. It's The Rock.
Yeah.
So everybody gets to kneel on The Rock's league.
But yeah, it's
Well, that brings us to an end. Weird way to cap off the show with the XFL. But we're gonna go around the horn, see what everybody's got going on. Gibby, as always, we'll start with you.
Cheers. Please email me at thedacemanshow@gmail.com. No one ever does, and I keep plugging it, but do it anyway. I love you.
Cheever.
Well, you can always follow me at Twitter at Cheever212, where I yell at sports. And
Yell at Eric.
and subsequently Eric Barezzo. and the Jersey Bullies, which you
Boo!
need to watch sometimes. We do have some fun things planned coming up. I have something in the works that actually no one knows about.
Oh no!
It's going to be happening. Yup, it's going to be happening in October.
No, it's not.
It's,
Do I know about it?
You do not know about it.
Oh, okay.
It's something that I've personally been wanting to do since we went to PAX Unplugged last year.
Can't do it. Sorry.
We are going to have a game night.
Oh man.
It's going to be something new, something unusual,
I got a cramp in my rolling hand. Sorry.
and it's going to tie in with October's theme of Halloween.
Yay!
So,
Boo!
get Corey on board for it. Get a few people. We'll see.
If it's remote, yes. If not,
No, this
we're
has
gonna
to
have an
this has to be an in-person thing. But
we'll see what happens.
We're gonna get some people together. I have been watching movies again,
Oh,
a lot more
Lord.
than recently.
Boo.
So maybe you'll see something from For Real Movie Club coming up.
That's the third revival.
I'm just gonna tease it with the tip just a little.
In the reality, the Dace Man Show, when it came back in 2013, that was the third revival of that, and it's
right.
been 7.5 years now. So.
Ooh,
Why?
I feel
knows?
special. So
Can we kill it?
You can keep your ears out for that. And tomorrow,
All right, guys, we're done. We're canceling the show.
Yeah.
Blue looks a little sus. Blue is looking a little sus.
It's right. I think it's pink.
It's not pink, it's blue.
That's true.
Blue is a little
Pink.
sus.
Jerry Gaming will be streaming Among Us, and I believe he'll have most of the Dace Man and Friends crew on his episode. So that'll be fun.
And if we do it right, none of us should be on Discord.
What are we supposed? You
You-
have to
you-
explain this.
You're gonna be in the game. The game
to-
chat.
just to give you a little overview,
No, timeout. So now this, I actually,
because you're not supposed to talk to anyone. Once the game starts, you're not supposed to talk to
talk
anyone.
to anybody. Yeah, you're right. But I guess it will come through game sound. So I'm just wanting to make sure you can hear everybody inside the thing. We'd probably have to test it out.
Well, you don't have to do chat. You don't have to do the in-game chat to communicate. Because someone's an imposter.
On the computer, you have voice control though.
I don't know. I only play on my
I
phone.
haven't played yet.
Oh.
So to make a long story short,
Well, I just assumed
someone's
you
an
would use your mic.
imposter.
I assumed you would use your microphone on your phone.
I don't know. I don't pay attention enough. So someone. So if the imposter kills you and you go, oh man, everyone knows that you die.
Yeah, fuck
right.
Jared. That's what I would say.
Exactly. But you're not supposed to say anything until someone finds your body
Oh.
to add to the suspense of, well, where was everyone at, to figure out who is the
So if
imposter.
something happens, don't go. Oh, I gotta go pee.
Exactly.
So basically, what happens is when you
Be right back. I'm getting a beer.
Yeah.
Yes.
So everybody's got to do tasks basically in the game, and you have to complete all your tasks. And then you have a murderer in there that's supposed to kill everybody, and he's got to be. It's almost sort of like Jason, where he's got to be the last man standing.
Okay.
But the problem is he has to kill people. I think he can only kill them one at a time.
You can kill multiple people.
You can't kill multiple people.
Basically, someone killed two
Yeah.
people in a row.
So it's already hard with a twist.
Yeah,
Yes.
so basically once somebody dies, it gives you a little warning thing or whatever, right?
So, someone finds the body. They go, "Hey, I found a body."
Well,
And
no,
then it goes-
a warning thing goes off, and then people gotta like find the body, and then once you find the body, then you can call a meeting, right?
Yeah.
And then at the meeting, so this is when the game gets interesting because that's when everyone starts talking to each other, and then you have to figure out who killed whoever died. Whoever died can't talk. He's out. He basically kicked from
Your
the game.
your chat doesn't even work anymore.
Yeah, you're
Oh.
gone. You're gone.
You can't even say purple killed me.
Yeah. So you're axed out of it at that point, right?
Yeah.
So then you have to figure out who killed him, and then it
Blue.
just becomes So then everyone just keeps pointing the finger at everybody.
Give it.
And then depending upon what map it is, like there's a space one, and if you we say it's you, and it wasn't you, they throw you out the.
And it says, Blue was not the imposter.
Yeah, and it says you
One imposter remains.
but now you're dead. So they killed somebody, so you're making it easier for the fucking killer at that
Yeah.
point, because you just off them. Now you can pass your turn if you don't want to kill somebody.
Okay.
So everyone can pass, but you have to basically agree.
Yeah,
you-
it has to be the
well, not-
majority to kick
majority votes. Yeah. So you're just like
This sounds like it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
none of us
I'm
are gonna be
looking forward.
friends.
It
None of us
look-
are gonna be friends after.
like I
this.
said, it
think
looks
it's
like
perfect for us.
it looks like a fun game if you play with friends. I would hate to do it.
From
with
what it sounds like,
public
I
it's gonna
actually
be
do it solo.
It's going to
not
be
bad.
us three. Jared's going to be the host tomorrow because it's his time block. Aaron and Frank, and then he has two other people, Chip and Amber, that's going to
Yeah.
be on the as well. And Eric has it, I think, too. So we might have a 9-person lobby.
I don't know if you can have 9 in there. I think
can
it's
have
only
10.
10. I thought it was 8. But yeah, it's Yeah.
I'm interested. It's going to be exciting.
It's going to be interesting.
So make sure you tune in tomorrow. We'll give you the heads up before we go live, and Jared's going to be herding in the entire crew. We've all downloaded it either on our phone or on our laptop, so I'm excited.
Yeah. And I think
Verizon's gonna bitch.
Yeah, and I think the suspect or the killer guy gets. You know how in like Party Hard he can go through like quick
Vents.
vents
You go
and
through
stuff.
vents and all that.
You have that if you're
Quick
what's called
exits.
the quick exits and
Nice.
stuff, but no one else can. Just the suspect.
So we're just going to agree right now, and if he's listening, we're shooting him at the airlock first, right?
Barezzo? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, obviously.
Killer or not, he's got to go.
100%.
Bye, Eric. We don't want to hear you
Eric,
anymore.
don't choose blue. Blue's always the first to go. Don't choose blue.
Watch, we do it, and he is the fucking.
Oh, that'd be great. Like, you guys win. Oh, that was easy. I don't want to play this anymore.
Yeah, we're done.
Anyway, follow the show on Twitter at the Dace Man Show. Follow me on Twitter at the Dace Man. I'm back very active on Twitter as of late. Follow the Dace Man Show on Instagram, Facebook.com/the Dace Man Show. I have an OnlyFans account. OnlyFans.com/DaceMan14. Go to thedacemanshow.com. Hasn't been updated since last Game-a-thon, but I'll probably update it in time for Game-a-thon. And last but not least, YouTube.com/Dace Man Show. If you go on Spotify, we have 3 podcasts. We have the Jersey Bullies, Potter Nerd, as well as the Dace Man Show, The Next Generation. All episodes have recorded way before this one, and who knows when the next ones are coming.
I was gonna say, have you done the?
He's too big for me now. Like, he hit fucking prime time. He did his 1 episode, and now it's going to be like The Rock, and I
right.
can get a hold of him.
That's right.
But hopefully we'll get him on another show. I think that, to me, is probably the best thing we've done as a collective. So, we'll see what happens. That's all I got. So, I'm going to hit the little button for the outro music. That's rolling. For the few. That's not the song. For the brown.
And the whales.
But what about your chickens?
Chickens.
And for the Daystacular, thank you guys for tuning in. And as always, we will see you next time.
I can't hear the music.